I certainly am. Thank you very much, Lindsay. Ryan, look at that tonight. 4 goals, a clean sheet, finishing this league phase on a high. Exactly what was needed.
Exactly what was needed. We started really well on the front foot. This man clinical as ever. And yeah, it's a good night, I think. A few changes. We just needed that confidence through the group, and yeah, we're really pleased.
2 goals for yourself tonight. Strong precision finish. Do you feel confident in front of goal at the minute?
Yeah, of course. They give me confidence for the next game. We are happy. We did a great job today, and we need to continue now to be ready for the next game. It's important for us.
Yeah, how can you use this momentum into the Premier League game?
Yeah, we've got to, I think. Quick turnaround in games, we've got to recover well, and yeah, I think we put on a good display today, but we've done that a lot this season and haven't backed it up, and we need to start doing that.
Look, you are into the playoffs now. I think games are still going on, so we're not entirely sure who it's going to be, but probably the second leg will be definitely at home. Can you use that to your advantage, and how far do you think you can go in this competition?
Yeah, well, we think we can go all the way, but there's a long, long way to go, many games. If the second leg's at the City Ground, then we've got a chance against anybody, and yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you for stopping. Well done tonight. Well done to you both. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Huge smiles from Igor Jesus there after his double this evening, and it is now confirmed Fenerbahce or Panathinaikos in the playoffs. You can see that draw as well tomorrow on TNT Sports. But let's have a look at how it all started here at the City Ground, and it was a bit of a shocker from a Ferencvaros point of view from Erpfesh. You had a terrible night, Jolien.
Yeah, he did, and his teammates didn't really help him at any stage of the game, but again, a forced error from Yates' cross, and again, pressuring high up the pitch. Great ball into the box, and unfortunately, an own goal.
Hard to understand what he was thinking at that moment, Jolien.
Yeah, definitely, and we've seen Rose the victim of that last week, so in regards to the outcome today, I'm sure they're not dwelling on anyone else's mistakes.
And then there was a lovely goal from Igor Jesus, his first of the night, and an assist from Ryan Yates. Jolien, how well did he play this evening overall?
Again, the captain's performance as a leader of the group, you can see he speaks with enthusiasm. He did last week, he spoke positive even though the result was negative, but tonight, this was his real assist tonight, and Igor showed the instincts of a striker. Gets the ball from the final third, drives at defenders and got a shot off. And showed some more of his skills as well for 3-0, because he timed that run perfectly, didn't he? Yeah, you'll see here the defender gets caught on the wrong side, but he shows great strength and awareness to let the ball bounce, and then the instinct again. Strikers and forwards often practice shooting from inside the D on the edge of the box, and I'm sure he's been in that position and dreamt about that position many a times to execute that shot. And he's the 3rd top scorer now for Forest in Europe as well. And for a fee that rises to 16.5 million, he's looking like a very good signing, isn't he? Yeah, definitely. I think someone of that ilk and that quality to get at that price is a great acquisition for Forest. Nottingham Forest have won 4-0 against Ferencvaros, and Sean Dyche has joined Jolien and I. A clean sheet tonight, 4 goals. Is that more like the Forest that you want to see, Sean?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's not been easy through varying games, varying schedule, planning, travelling and all that sort of stuff. So to see us come out of a disappointing one over in Braga and then to deliver that, I'm very pleased. And the change have laid a marker down. I said last time, you know, we want them to lay a marker down. I want them to constantly put doubt in my mind. And we want to blend the league programme and this, programme together. It's been very difficult, but I'm really pleased. I'm pleased for the supporters as well to enjoy that tonight. And you had some really good individual performances tonight from the captain, Ryan Yates. Jesus, of course, with his goals, but also James McAtee. What were the positives from his performance? Pleased for him. We've been trying to speak to him about just playing with freedom. You know, he's been training ever so well. Dan and Doyle I thought was super sharp tonight. Mac's been sticking at it. And some of the games he hasn't been where he wants to be, where we want him to be, but tonight he was, and I'm pleased for him because he's been putting the work in without a doubt. Sean, that's 3 clean sheets in a row now and obviously 4 goals tonight. What will you build on more for the weekend? Will it be the clean sheets or will you look to continue the score? Yeah, I think, you set the balance, but I think it's good when you've got a base to work from. And if there's the defensive solidity, we know we've got some talent here. We know there's players, I call it framework and freedom. The framework has to be there. It's like in all these games, but particularly the Premier League, if your framework's not good, you can get opened up. So, but it's equally coming off that to go and play with freedom. And I think there's been good signs recently and good signs there tonight. Different competition, different team, and with all due respect, we should be looking like a Premier League team. Doesn't mean you win, but we should have a bit of authority in the way we go about business. And I was really pleased with that tonight, because I felt there was that authority for being a good Premier League outfit, a good squad of players who deliver a proper performance. So we stepped away a couple of times, but a lot of what we've done since I've been very pleased with.
And you're going to try now, obviously, to move further away from danger. How much of a priority are you going to make this now that you're into the knockouts?
No, look, the Premier League is still the bread and butter. The club I saw this club for years and years trying to get back in the Premier League, so they did. Last season was a super hard season. It's got us into this competition. I think we made it clear we want to try and do well in it. Like I said, we've had a couple of ones that have gone against it where we haven't played as well. But generally, since I've been here, it's only really the Braga game when we've come off it. You know, most of the performances have been good and we've got good results. We do take this competition seriously, but we have to remember the Premier League, the club worked for years and years and years to get back there. So it's finding the balance. But we want to make a winning mentality. And I said that to the players before. The last thing I said was build a winning mentality. And you can only do it by actually getting the job done. And we have got that done tonight.
Fenerbahce or Panathinaikos
know,
as well?
Yeah.
How much
Could
would
be
your
interesting
owner
with the
like that?
Yeah, that could be really interesting, yeah. I'll not be travelling with him to that one if we get there. I'll leave that to him. Yeah.
Sean, well done and best of luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
We will get to the footballers they have, but we've got to start with the outfits. We've got to. Jolene and Lindsay have got everything they've got, possibly everything they own, on Daichi's in shorts.
That's the difference. I mean, Daichi's just embracing the cold there, isn't he? He's saying, come on and throw whatever you got at me. Exactly. And Joel, to be fair, he looks as though he's stuck his head out at the tent, right, at base camp 4 in Everest, right? It's freezing, right? Not handling it well at all. No. Daichi, he gets all the plaudits.
Yeah. I'm intrigued as well because he went longs during the game, I think. Yeah. But he switched back to shorts for the TV after.
Credit to the camera person as well, because they was hovering around and it's the question that everyone wanted to know. And it was just that little peep. Even
we only employ the top professionals.
Exactly.
He's just he or she has drifted around to reveal.
There it was. Got the shot. Get
his legs in was a shout.
Get his legs in. Get Ferencvaros out.
Yes.
They qualify clearly, but Forest do as well, and a really good performance. They put it onto the Hungarians tonight, Farah.
Yeah, they did. They had a fast start, put them under pressure, and you see Yates here put a ball across the box into a danger area. Probably was expecting the other opposite wide man to come in, didn't, but an own goal from it. And then Yates again on the front foot.
Yeah.
And Igor Jesus, this finish itself, as I mentioned it, just touches it out of his foot, just off line, I think, and then creates that half yard. And then this one I liked, more direct, just uses the defender to let the ball roll and hits it first time. A really good finish, and you don't really see that much anymore, these more direct passes, but he did well, waited for it to come down and connected nicely, didn't he? And then they finish up with a late penalty to, finish the game off 4-0. You see there a pull on Endoy, sorry, here you just see it, clear pull. Went to VAR, which I don't know why, because it's so obvious, and then a really good penalty. And the interesting thing, Gibbs White looked like he handed it over, that penalty, maybe missed the last couple. But 4-0, really good win, clean sheet, lots of positives to take from the game.
Credit to Yates as well. He was always a go-to man where, if you ever need someone that can come in, fill the boots of Anderson, who was missing today. He's coming, I think he was involved there, I think 3 of the 4 goals there, played his part in terms of winning the ball, crossed there for that penalty as well. So always a player that you can rely on. Manager.
Any danger this becomes a distraction from staying in the Premier League?
It can, because I know it's a juggling act, and I did say before the game, you can argue it was a little bit. Was it a good thing that the chance of them making the top 8 was slim? It might have been, because they take a little bit of the emphasis off. The big game's Sunday. I said to you, Matt, the big game is Sunday.
We've got those next 3. West Leeds, Wolves. It's going to tell you a lot, that, isn't it? By the time you get to a playoff, maybe you're out of the woods.
Those next 3 games are absolutely imperative. But you can guarantee one thing, Daichi will be looking no further forward to that game on Sunday. And he'll be looking to continue the run that they're on.
And tonight he gave a rest to Murillo, stayed on the bench, Hudson Odoi as well, Gibbs White only coming in late, so that's good rotation as well.
Panathinaikos, sorry.
No, I was going to say the fixtures, that run of games there, the next 3 are key that they take points from it, because the run of games after that, obviously the playoff games, and then I think they've got City and Liverpool within that, so really difficult run after that.
Panathinaikos or Fenerbahce, I think with respect you'd rather have Rafa and the Greeks, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and Rafa Benitez to come back to England would be a really lovely story for us to cover as well, but Fenerbahce a better team for sure.